Hi folks, this is Nexrender again. Thank you for your interest to N8N Community Nodes that we have recently released. The general purpose of this video is to present the pipeline we have built, also the results it provides, and also showcase our secret generative AI function inside of Nexrender. So here we have a workflow that is built in N8N. And what it does, it picks one of the sci-fi books from the list and builds the dynamic review of a particular book of choice. Let's take a look at the results first, and then we'll discover how it works. So,
A Victorian inventor journeys to the distant future, encountering the peaceful Eloi and the subterranean Morlocks, a foundational work that critiques class divisions and explores evolution's potential paths.
looks cool, right? Okay, let's learn how it works. We have built this pipeline to demonstrate the community nodes. In the comment section of the video, you'll be able to find the JSON file which represents this pipeline. You can import it under your N8N account, use your API keys, and produce the same results as we did. So how it works? We have a list of the books, and when the workflow is launched, we pick one of them. Long story short, there are 50 sci-fi books with the title, author, and description. Once we move to the next step, one of the books is randomly chosen. Then we generate the narrative using the ChatGPT. There is a prompt that describes the requirements to the content and provides also the idea of the book itself to ChatGPT, so it could build something. Inside, you will find the prompt, and it will produce several variables. One of them is the review itself, and we will also transition book title and book author to the other steps, to the next steps. This step in particular processes and cleans up the output from ChatGPT to be ready to use inside the render job. We can see here the community nodes of Nexrender. They can be installed using npm. Also, we'll provide the links to the GitHub so you can use them. Let's take a look at the job request first. We use really simple template here. There is nothing more except the lower third, the footage which happens in the background, and also a few controls. Let's take a look. In this job request, we reference the template file, specify the composition, a few custom fonts, and then we start substituting the assets. So the first one is the author, and we dynamically substitute that using the variable from the previous step of the pipeline. Same we do with the title. And in this control here, we specify the variant of the lower third. It's just a visual effect of choice. We use number 4. And then here's the time to showcase our GenAI function. What this one does in particular is that it makes the request to the provider. In this case, it's called FallAI. We specify keys, the model of choice, type, the layer, which will be used to fill up with the footage ready. Also, the reference to the character inside of the video, and also text input provided by ChatGPT. We will use the voice Eric and give a little bit of details to the scene. Also specify some quality parameters. And last but not the least, this last asset specifies the duration of the layer, because each book might have different length of the review as a result, and we want the composition to adjust. Okay, let's launch our workflow and see what's going to happen. We will share the end results with you too. I would need to say that it takes about 6 minutes to execute the whole flow, because FallAI in our case, which we use, is severely overloaded with the requests, and it might take a little bit of time to process everything. As you can see, one of the books has been picked. Now under production is the review text has been sanitized, and also render job created. We can already see it here in our admin panel of Nexrender. So what happens now is that inside this job request, Nexrender is asking for AI to produce the relevant video. We would need to wait until it's ready to render the final result. Once it's done, I'll share the result with you. Thank you very much for your attention.